Okay, so what do you do if spelling's always been an issue for you and it's something you struggle with? I'm going to give you a few tips on how to improve your spelling relatively quickly with a minimal effort, okay? First off, you need to know which words you can't spell. So we need to have some sort of spelling journal or spelling diary or something like that, right? It could be the back of an exercise book in a subject which you struggle with, could be in a planner, could be on your phone, it could carry around a small book where you make a note of things. As long as you've got some way of recording, these are the words I know I can't spell when you get words wrong in a test or when somebody tells you can't spell that word. Those are the things that you want to focus on, right? Because we know those are the ones that you can't spell. Look them up, learn how to spell them, then we're going to fix the problems that you've got, okay? You can also look for lists of commonly misspelled words. Here's a list, for example. And I'm going to put that list in the description of this video so you can copy and paste it and use it anywhere that you'd like. Okay, but you can Google these. There are hundreds of them out there, lists of commonly misspelled words. If you just targeted learning how to spell those words, it'd seem like you could spell pretty well, even if it's something you struggle with. Okay, so how are we actually going to learn how to spell these words once we know what they are, right? First off, you want to do little and often practice with them. No good just sitting and trying to cram loads of words into your head because you won't retain that information. If you can get into a habit of doing it, something like cleaning your teeth every day, at this time every day I'm going to learn one word, okay? If you could do that once a day, you'd soon see over the course of a week, over the course of a month, you will make massive progress from little tiny gains, okay? So little and often practice is the best. And when you're actually learning how to spell it, you can just sit down and learn the word. Great, okay? If you can do that and it works, fine. But there are a few different techniques you can use. First off, mnemonics. Now, here's a mnemonic for you. Here's an example. Never eat cake, eat salad sandwiches, and remain young, right? Now, that's a phrase where the first letter of each of these words helps you to spell the word necessary, right? That's how I learned how to spell necessary, how a school teacher taught me to spell necessary 40 years ago. And it's still stuck in my head, that little phrase. So if you can think of a little phrase that goes with a word, excellent. Try and do that. The other thing you can do is to try and use visual imagery. Your visual memory is much stronger than your factual memory. Okay, so another successful way that I've heard from people on how they learn necessary is necessary has one collar and two sleeves like a shirt. Okay, and if you can picture that, one collar and two sleeves, it reminds you that we've got one C and two S's in the word necessary. So any little visual picture like that can help. I'll give you another example with our third way of learning how to spell, which is to split the word into sections, right? If you've got a longer word, if you can split it into manageable sections and learn each of those sections, then that really helps. Now, a visual image that a student told me that they once used to learn how to spell a word, embarrass, right? The word embarrass is a word that lots of people struggle with and lots of people can't spell. This student told me that they learned how to spell this because they thought of a pirate with a painful bottom, right? Now, if you split that word up into R and, right, that's how they learned how to spell it, and it worked for them. And that's the key thing here. If it works for you in learning how to spell it, then use it. So again, what we want: little and often practice, know the words that you need to spell, and then find a method that works for you. Anything where it's a memorable phrase, something with visual imagery that sticks in your head, that's going to help you in the long run.